Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and here we are back with a little replay baseball classic. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates visiting Shea Stadium, New York Mets in beautiful downtown Queens, New York. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from LaGuardia Airport, right across the Grand Central Parkway. And we are in the bottom of the seventh inning. It's a 0-0 tie. It's 0-6 hits and no errors for the Pirates, and 0-4 hits and no errors for the Mets. So it's been quite a pitcher's duel. And it's Keith Hernandez who's up for the Mets. Let's see, in the bottom of the seventh. Yes, sirree. Let's do it. John Tudor and Dwight Gooden. All right, it's a 36, and that's a 49. Column 3, let's see what that turns out to be. And wow. And that is going to be a strikeout. So Keith Hernandez swings and misses at a slider low and away that had Hernandez fooled. And here comes George Foster. Foster today, let's see. Foster today is 0 for 2, batting .283 on the season. We're in September 12th. And this project was me replaying Gooden and Darling's starts throughout the 1984 season. And I explained that in the first video, except what's interesting is my early explanation in the first video that included a short tutorial on how to play this game. When I recorded it, I broke it up into two parts, and I ended up putting the first part in the second half of the video and the second half of the video in the first part. So it was a little bit confusing. But anyway, this is a real super easy game to play. Basically, you read the row of the pitcher, whatever number it falls on. It'll be the black die. You're rolling 2d6s, and then the white die will be off the batter card, whatever row. So this basically, let's show you how to do that right here. All right, so it's a 5-1. So it's a 2 on Tudor, and a 1 is going to be a 4, and that's going to be a ground ball to the 4, I believe, is the second baseman. 4 out, number 2. And that's how easy it is, right? Once you memorized, a lot of parts of the book, then it moves a lot faster. All right, here's Hubie Brooks. He's playing shortstop for the Mets tonight. Usually plays third base, and that's going to be a 51 again. So off Tudor, it's a 2, and a 1 is a 5, and that is a ground ball to third base to end the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th inning, 0-0 tie. And it's going to be the pitcher leading off, and we're going to let the pitchers go in this one. And that's a 5-6, so it's a 3 and a 4, and that's going to be, I believe, that's going to be a strikeout. So that's, now he also has that cross in his 6th column, and nowhere can I find, I know what to do, how to resolve the issue, but nowhere can I find where it instructs you in the 6th column. It tells you in the 5th column, if the pitcher has a cross, what it means. But in the 6th column, it doesn't say if he, and Doc Gooden struck out so many guys that it basically increases your strikeouts. So I already decided what I was going to do to increase the strikeouts. But anyway, it's Marvell Wynn with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. And it's a 2-5, so it's a 1 on Gooden's card, and the 5 is a 6, and that's a swing and a miss. So a beautiful curveball by Gooden mystifies Wynn, and that's 2 batters, 2 strikeouts here in the top of the 8th. Lee Lacy up now. Lee Lacy bats from the right side, and the pitch. And that's a 3 and a 5, so that's a 2 on Gooden, and the 5 is going to be a 3, so a 2 and a 3 is a 5 in column 3, and a 5 is going to be a short fly to right field. Racing in is Strawberry, and he's there to put it away. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. What a game this is. You don't see these pitching duels very often nowadays, especially with 2 pitchers going into the 8th inning. Here is Darryl Strawberry. He's a beast. And that's a 3-6. And that'll be 49 on that column. And that'll be a line drive to right versus a left-hander. A leaping catch by the second baseman. So ripped and caught by the second baseman, Ray. Comes back down on his tush. Gets back up, and he's got the ball. So he timed his lead perfectly. And here's Ray Knight now. Ray Knight is playing third base for the Mets tonight. And that's a 2-2, and that's a 3, and a 14. That's line base hit. I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't know them all. I could be making a mistake there, but it is a 14, and it's a line drive single to left field. So Knight rips one to left, played on a hop by Lacy, gets it into Gonzalez, the shortstop. It's Lacy in left, Wynn in center, and Frobel in right for the 1984 Pittsburgh Pirates. Here is F. Scott Fitzgerald, Mike Fitzgerald, the catcher, the 1984 catcher for the Mets. The pitch by Tudor, and that's a 33. Now, Tudor here in the, okay, he can go 5 batters after 7, but really nothing applies with a shutout. So it's going to be a 2 and a 35, column 3, and that is going to be a deep drive, and that's going to be over the center fielder's head and off the base of the wall. Okay, and we're going to hold up with 1 out. We're going to hold up. It's going to be second and third. Now, there is a star. I'm wondering if I can go to try to score Knight here. I believe I can. Let me just quickly look at the rules on that star, see if that means it has to be 2 outs or anything like that. Again, this is not... I own the game, but it's not the game I play a lot. So there's certain things that I have to review and I have to learn, which is cool. So, okay, there's symbols where the single has repeated, the batter reaches base safely and the next base is open. Roll 1 die. If the roll is higher than the catch, okay. That's stolen bases. Yeah, base running. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can see that. So this symbol appears in column 3 of the chart book and indicates base running action is governed by the replay third baseman coach's card. Okay, so we're going to send them. And let's pull that card. Here's the card. So the card has 2 things. Outfielder's defense. So it was hit the center fielder. That's Wynn. And let's see what his defense is. Pretty good center fielder. So Wynn's defense is a outfielder's defense. Later on, this was very simple at the beginning, but then they added range, assist. So we're going to use his assist number here. We're going to use his assist number, his 4. So it's going to be 4 against Ray Knight's speed. Let's see what Ray Knight is. Ray Knight is a 2. So a 4 outfield against a 2 speed, and it's a 3. So let's see, applies to following chart book. Second, attempting to score. Runner on first, attempting to score on a double. Okay. Column 3 only. Got that. 17 to 19. 17 to 19. Is that it? Oh, 34 to 37. And that's the one I'm looking up. Okay, good. All right, so here it is. It's a 3. So it represents the extra base when red number appears. Offense has the option of playing safe or trying for the extra base. For extra base attempt, defense rolls 1 die. If higher than the corresponding red number, runner is out. Ooh. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's get that D6. So if it's higher, he is out. Here's a throw from Wynn, and on a double, there's going to be a relay guy. It's going to be Ray. And he is safe at the plate. So an RBI double by Fitzgerald, who nobody could believe that I left him in to swing away. And now it's Doc Gooden, and we're going to let Doc Gooden bat. So the Mets are taking a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that automatically is going to switch Tudor actually up to 1. He's allowed 1 run, and then he's got 5. Well, he's gotten, how many? He's gone 3. Yep, he's gone 5 already. So Tudor's going to be a B right now. And we're going to let him go with a B against against Gooden. So Doc Gooden at the plate. There's one out. Mets lead at 1-0. And here's the pitch from the lefty Tudor to Doc Gooden. And that's going to be a 1 and a 2, which is a 4 and a 2 is a 6. Struck him out. 2 away. All right. Now here comes the top of the order. And Mookie Wilson. Don't know what I did with Mookie Wilson. He's vanished. I have several Mookie Wilsons because a lot of these I scan these cards. So, because since I'm playing so many games with the Mets, I scan them. Let's just grab the other Mookie Wilson card, the official card. There it is. I don't know what I did with the unofficial card. I don't know where I put it. Okay. So here goes Mookie Wilson. B-side of Tudor, we're going to let him go a complete game. Mookie is a switch hitter. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a 2-2. Mookie does strike out a ton. So it's a 4. It's a 15. Oh, that's going to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. A 15. Column 2 is going to be a single to center field. Runner with 2 out. Scores from second base. And it's an RBI single. Two runs are in this inning, and the Mets take the 2-0 lead. And that's going to be it for Tudor. We're going to go to the bullpen. Yes, sirree. In the 2-0 game, we're going to grab somebody who can pitch. And let's see. It's going to be the only guy I have here is Scurry, a lefty. Who's up? Chapman, we don't care about. But the next batter is going to be Hernandez. So we're going to bring in Scurry. Or Scary, however you want to call him. Hopefully I have that player, because the limited number of cards here. I don't know if Scurry is included in the set. Let's see. Rod Scurry, there he is. Life is good. All right, so it's... what happened? Where's Scurry? Where'd he go? Where did I put him? I thought I put him on top, and I didn't. Let's try that. There he is. Okay. There he is. Now he's on top. Make sure it's his A side. He's got it. So it's Kevin Chapman. And we're going to bring in, Scurry's a lefty. All right? Throws lefty. Yeah. So, good pitcher, by the way. He's got a lot of ones everywhere. So we're going to bring up to hit. So that's Scurry coming in. And to hit, we're going to go with, do I have, let's see, Santana's a righty. Gardner I have as a righty. We're going to bring in Gardner. All right, so let's go in here. Oops. Gardner, and then Gardner can stay in there, and he plays second base as well. And let's see what happens. Remember, I have doubles. I have doubles for everything, except for certain players that don't play very often. I didn't make doubles for those guys, but I could, just so I didn't want to filthy up the cards since I'm using the Mets a lot, right? Because that's the main team that I'm playing. All right, so it's Rod Scurry versus Gardner who comes in to pinch hit. And Wilson now. Wilson with that hit, that's something else we got to look at. Wilson with that 11 has 2 double stars. So this is stolen bases. So we're going to look at those charts that we had. What did I do with those? Here they are. Okay, so let's see what those are about. Let's go to stolen base rule. That's not there. Just had it out. Lineups. Stolen base. Okay, here, this is it's an asterisk. Okay, there are 4 symbols that are related. And where the single asterisk appears, if the batter reaches base safely and the next base is open, roll 1 die. If the die is higher than the catcher's defensive rating, it is a stolen base. So let's find out what Pena's defensive rating is. So he is a 5, so it's not easy to steal against Pena. So we're going to roll. We need a 6. Okay, runner holds, but I'm going to do it twice. And this time he steals because he's got double asterisk there. So he does steal the second time. Doesn't get a good jump the first time, but gets a good jump the second time. There it goes, the throw down from Pena. And oh, right, just under the tag. So now Wilson is at second base. And we're not going, you know what? We're going to, do I walk Gardner? Not a great hitter, 240 hitter. All right, let's face Gardner. Here goes. Oh, that's a defensive result. Defensive result on the 5, which I think is the third baseman. So the 5 is the third baseman. And the column is infield is back. So, no, it's the shortstop. Shortstop is 4 and 5, so I got to memorize that. So Gonzalez, what is Gonzalez? That's the number that the pitcher's going to... Gonzalez is a defense at shortstop. He is a 4. He's a 4. So he's a 4 there, and then the 5 is going to be a 1, so that's a 5, and that's going to be an out. 6 to 3 to retire the Mets. But the Mets and Gardner is going to go to second base, and Doc Gooden is going to go for the complete game shutout. Yes, sirree. And leading off is going to be Johnny Ray, who can hit. He's no slouch. I was going to call him a louse, but he's no slouch. Johnny Ray batted pretty well. Johnny Ray batted .312 that season. Pretty impressive. I remember because I played this season several times, 1984. I played this several times. I played with Strat, I played this, and I think I played it with another. All right, here's the pitch. So from Gooden, that is a 4, so that's a 2, and that 2 is second baseman. Second baseman, Gardner, is a 4, so a 4 and a 2 is a ground ball that Gardner gets to. Bobbles it a second, but quick throw over to first, one away. All right. Infield, that was infield back. And next up is Jason Thompson. Pitch from Gooden. And that's a 2-2, and that's a 12. So that is column 212. And don't have it memorized yet. I will soon. Line base hit to right. So and then we're going to get a pinch runner for Thompson, who's only a 2. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I guess we can get somebody a little faster, better speed. We're going to get Joe Ursulak. He'll run. And it's going to be Tony Pena batting now against Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden still has a shutout going, so I haven't flipped this card to the B side. I like that. 3-6. So that's a 3, it's a 2, and a 6 is a 44, column 3. What is that going to be? That's going to be a line drive to left, and it's against a right-hander, leaping catch by the shortstop, and a quick throw to second, and they go. No, there's nobody at second base. If any runner at second base is doubled off, so it's a... it's lined and caught by the shortstop, Brooks. So the Pirates are down to the last out. Ursulak takes his lead off first. It is going to be Jim Morrison. Morrison bats as a righty here against the righty Doc Gooden. All right. 19-year-olds in 1984 for Doc Gooden. He was a phenom. And we got a couple of lefties that we can bring in here to bat, to pinch hit for Morrison. We got a guy named Mitchell Page, only had 12 at bats, so I wouldn't have his card. I would have Milt May's card. Milt May, but you know what? Morrison, I believe, has a little bit more power than Milt May. Let's double check. Morrison hit 11 home runs. Milt May hit 1. So yeah, we're going to go with Morrison. Hope for that dinger. All right, here goes. 2 outs, 1 on. The Mets lead at 2-0. So Gooden needs his batter for a shutout. Here's the pitch, and that's a home run column. So that's going to be a 1, and a 4 is going to be a 61 here. 61 on column 6. I have no idea what that is. That's an unusual number. And a 61 is going to be a double down the foul line. Runner advances 2 base with 2 out. Runner 4 or 5 speed. Orsulak is a 4. Will score from first. So a drive down the line, that's a fair ball, and that's into the corner around third, and coming home is Orsulak. Digging for second is Morrison, and he's in there. So the tying run now is at second base, and it's going to be a guy named Frobel. Frumpy Frobel. He bats from the left side, and we may go to the bullpen here. Or do we stick? So Gooden is going to flip over now to his B-side. Let's look at his B-side. Ooh, not good. Not a great B-side. He loses his control. He still has a good homer. You know what? We're gonna stick with Gooden. Let's see how many complete games he had, because I like to look at that. I'm looking at the wrong place. Doc Gooden, how many? So Doc Gooden had, doesn't say how many. Oh yeah, it does. He only had 7 complete games and 31 starts. But he's already given up 8 runs here, and he's given up 2 hits here in this inning alone. So, and a line out, a single line out and a double. So we're gonna go to the bullpen, and let's see who we're gonna bring in. We're gonna lefty on lefty, but they got a lot of righties in the bullpen. Let me on the bench. Actually, they don't have a lot of guys on the bench. You got a guy named B. Harper, not Bryce Harper. B. Harper has no power. Frobel. Let's see what kind of power Frobel had. Frobel hit 12 home runs, so he has a little bit of power. So Frobel's a lefty. We're going to go to the bullpen, and we're going to bring in, I think Orozco's available. Yes, he is. So we're going to go for Orozco. He's pitched a lot. Orozco's pitched a lot, but you know what? We're going to go with him. We're going to go with Orozco. Let's grab his card. So we're going to pull Gooden. Not happy with that, but he's got to accept it. Here's Jesse Orozco. He's the classic. He's the guy that was on the mound at the end of the World Series, where he gets down on his knees on the mound, which was crazy, exciting. All right, so it's lefty on lefty. We will allow Frobel to bat against the lefty. And here it is. Here's the pitch. The tying run is at second base, so a base hit here probably brings it. Let me see Morrison. Morrison is a 3 speed. Yeah, and I'll let him run. Here's the pitch from Orozco. 2 out, 1 on, 2-1. Mets are up. Bottom of the 9, or top of the 9. A 32. Uh-oh. That 3 column has a lot of hits. That's a 1. And it's a 30. Column 3, 30. I have no idea what that is. There is an added excitement to not knowing. I know some guys that replay all the time and be like, oh, I know what that is, dummy. And that's going to be a line out, rip to center field, and that is caught. Oh, my God. Mookie Wilson, a sliding, rolling, diving catch. Stumbling catch in center field to save the game for the Mets. Yes, sir. A line out to center field, and that was an exciting out. Yes, sir. Line out to short, 30 on column 3, and we'll double check that since it is so it's a 1 there, and then a 2 is the 29, and that is the ball game. The Mets win it. Gooden, 15-10. We are in the middle of September now for my replay. So what was his? I keep on looking at that card. All right, so Gooden, he's 15-10 in our replay. In reality, he was 17-9. So he still may be match that 2.40 ERA. I don't know. I have a box score here, and go to UBA, Universal Baseball Association, and you'll see a lot of these box scores. I put them up there. You should have joined that if you haven't. Make sure you do. Let's see. So Gooden gets the win, 15-10, with a 2.69 ERA. His ERA in reality was 260. Wow, this is a good game. This is the classic game. This is not the newer advanced, you know, with all the advanced metrics and all the adjustments, because they run all the results through computers now and they can adjust, you know. This was this is the old school game, but this is a fun game. You never really know what's going to happen. Some guys know better if you've been playing it for 30 years, of course. I don't really know. Like, I didn't know what that 30 was in column 3. I didn't know if it was a single, a double. I don't know. So anyway, all right, that was an exciting game. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. That's so important. You know, I got a lot of views on a lot of my videos, and then I only get like a handful of likes. I don't understand it. If you're coming to watch something, it must have, you know, interested you, and at least you can encourage me to, or, you know, leave a comment on what you'd like to see, or you know, how you'd like me to present it and so forth. And you know, give me a thumbs up, because that's basically if you're, you know, watching, that means, you know, I'm serving you, and the least you could do is give me a thumbs up. I'm not asking for money. It's a free channel. A lot of people do ask for money. You don't get to watch them or hear very much from them unless, you know, you're paying. But I don't do that. So, you know, I really appreciate a thumbs up here and there. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.